Hello and welcome to another Retro Course Gaming Pickups, and it's been a great month this month for gaming pickups, not only from myself but also from you guys too. You have been sending in loads of pictures. Alright, so let's dive into the good stuff. So first up, obviously we have the Mega Drive Mini and the Tower of Power. Alright, so you've probably seen my videos on these. If not, I'll put a link in the video description down below. Now, I'm not actually using these machines, to be honest, because I basically have a lot of different devices to play Mega Drive games, including original hardware connected through RGB. But I mostly use the Mega SG for my Mega Drive gaming needs with something else, and that is, if I can find it, the Mega SD. Yes, Mega SD, yeah, that's it, the Mega SD. I'm sure you know what this is. This is the flash cartridge that can run Mega CD games. So my mini Mega Drive is actually over there in a case. Doesn't that look lovely in that case? So yeah, the intention was never to keep it for gaming anyway. I always wanted a mini setup, and this was ideal. A little bit expensive for the model, you may say, but at least it's a functioning model. So, you know, sometime in the future, I might just break it out and play on it again. Alright, now talking about consoles which are not the real deal, check this out. Oh yeah, it's a mini Sega Saturn! No, not really. This is actually the Activo digital music player. It plays pretty much any digital music format you can ever think of. And it was a replacement for my old Sony, which is, where is it? Is it over here? If I can find it. Yeah, there's my old Sony Walkman there. So it's a replacement for that. But the reason I bought this one is because it actually looks like a Sega Saturn on the back. Let me just get it out of the case, if I can. How would you come? And as you can see on the back, look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's a limited edition Sega Saturn 1. They also come in white as well. And of course we got the physical buttons down the side, which we need for music players. Alright. Okay, now on to the gaming stuff, and there's been loads of games and an awful lot of Sony Love this month, or the last month and a half. But I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll start off with some Microsoft love, and that is with Gears of War 5, or as it's known now, just plain old Gears. I don't know why they changed to Gears. I prefer Gears of War. Gears on its own doesn't sound so cool. Anyway, you all know what this game is, and to be honest, while it is a great game, technically it's very impressive, it looks great, as you can see in the video up in the corner. I didn't really think the main campaign was that good. It was just typical. You knew what was coming on, the ending was abrupt, and you know, kind of disappointed. I mean, if you play multiplayer games, it's really, really good, but as an online experience, as an offline experience, it was over way too fast. I think 5 hours or so, and that was it. It was done. So yeah, I would have liked a little bit more in the offline campaign. I'm not really into playing the online campaigns that much. Anyway, that is Gears of War 5 on the Xbox One X I play it on. Alright, now for the Sony Love, and there's a lot of Sony Love. Whoops, and there goes all the games. Bloody hell. Alright, so first up we have Dead or School. Now this is a 2D, well it's kind of 3D, but it's viewed on a 2D perspective. Walk along, slash 'em up. Yeah, I mean it's okay. It kind of has a bit of a amateur feel, and that's because it was originally a homebrew game. I think it's on other platforms such as PC and so on, but now it's on PlayStation 4. It's not a bad hack and slash game. A little bit too heavy on the storyline, I think, and there's a lot of messing about with options and so on, you know, to grind up your weapons and so on. But yeah, it's fairly reasonable, pretty decent game. Do like the cover, but it's a little bit on the maybe not safe for work style. Alright, next up we have Wild Guns on the PlayStation 4, a game that I absolutely loved on the Super Famicom. Unfortunately I don't own the Super Famicom original. I used to, but it got sold away in the past. But here we have it on the PlayStation 4. Basically it's a Super Famicom game with slightly updated graphics, more new characters, and you can also play the original mode once you complete the remake mode, that is. But Great shoot 'em up, and definitely worth trying out if you're into those Cabal style shooters. Definitely a great game, and it's made by Natsume, and sorry, not Natsume, that's the Western pronunciation, isn't it? Natsume. And what really annoys me about Natsume games now is they have the Atari name linked to them. I mean, I'm not American, so to me, Atari just means, well, besides the 2600, it just means failed crap, to be honest. I'm really sorry to Atari fans out there, but to a British person, and especially a British person that was into Japanese consoles, Atari doesn't mean shit. And especially these days with the new fiasco they've got going on. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see their name on the Natsume games these days, because to be honest, Atari have nothing to do with Natsume whatsoever. And talking about Natsume, we've got another game of theirs. This is, well, actually it's called the Ninja Savior's Return of the Warriors, because this is the Asian version, but this is Ninja Warriors again. Alright. And originally it was a Taito arcade machine, and Natsume ported it to the Super Famicom. I do have the original Super Famicom version. It's excellent, amazing game, and they've basically done the same what they did with Wild Guns down there. Updated the graphics slightly, give it a bit of a jazzy soundtrack, and brought it to a modern system. Fantastic fun, not too expensive. I definitely recommend picking this one up if you can. Great game. Staying with the PlayStation 4, there's a lot of PlayStation 4 love this month, isn't there? We've got Judgment on the PlayStation 4 here. Now, this game is actually banned. I don't know if it's still banned or if it's been put back out, but it was recalled in Japan, and that's because the lead actor is what's his name? Kimu Takura. I think that's his name. I'm not really into it. Anyway, he's part of the idol group SMAP for a long time. Anyway, now he's into acting as well. But not him. The guy who plays the head of the Yakuza in this, what the hell, whatever his name was, he was actually done on I can't even speak English. He was actually done for drug charges here in Japan, and anything related to drugs in Japan is really serious business. I mean, if you get caught with weed, you get sent to jail. It's really, really serious in Japan. But anyway, he was caught with drugs, and he went to prison. And because of that, they had to recall all these games to remove his voice and his face from the game. Now, I'm not sure if this game is being re-released with a new actor's face or a new voice, but in Japan, this is kind of a rare title nowadays. Yeah, and I really do love this. I know it's basically just like the Yakuza games, but everywhere you visit in this place, well, not everywhere, but most of the shops in this game are real shops that I've been to in real life, such as let's see, the Ikinari Steakhouse, that's a real shop. The Nagasaki Chanmen, it's Nagasaki Champon in here, that's a real shop. What was the other one? Don Quixote, yeah, that's a real shop. There's loads of real shops in here. It's really weird going around and seeing them in the game. Anyway, if you've never played this and you're into the Yakuza games or even Shenmue, definitely check this out. It's a detective game, great action, great use of the system, and even runs very well on a stock PlayStation 4, so no need for the Pro. Okay, and finally on the PlayStation 4 we have Bloodborne. Now, a lot of people told me to get this game, saying it was the best game on the system, and if you like Dark Souls, you're gonna love this. Well, I finished Dark Souls 2 and 3, and is it 4 as well? Can't remember now. I think 3 was on the Xbox 360, 4 was on the Xbox One. Anyway, I finished the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 version, and the one before that. And yeah, so I was really looking forward to this. And you know what? I'm not liking this game. I can't get anywhere in it. I mean, all I seem to be doing is dying and dying and dying and dying, way more than what I did in Dark Souls. I can't even get past the bloody bridge with the 2 Pterodog things on it. I'm doing something wrong. I really got to learn the parrying system on this, otherwise I'm never going to get anywhere on it. I had a lot of souls collected as well. I died, lost them all. Yeah, the language coming out of my mouth while playing this, you do not want to hear. But anyway, that's Bloodborne. Looks great, but I'm just not getting into it. I've really got to get into it a little bit more. Maybe something to practice, over the next coming months. Alright. Okay, so that is the end of the PlayStation 4 stuff, but not the end of the PlayStation buys. No way. Now, I remember a couple of comments in the Battle of the Ports Sylphid video I did of people telling me about the PlayStation Sylphid game. Now, I always thought the PlayStation 2 Sylphid game, was nothing to do with the original. And looking at a couple of the videos people linked to me, it does seem to have the original's beginning from the Mega CD, I should say. But it's definitely not the same game. But I was intrigued and I went and picked it up. But you see, the thing is, in Japan, the game on its own is about 2,500 yen. Well, I found somebody selling a set with a PlayStation 2 for 4,000 yen with loads of different games, and the games are mint. They're absolutely mint. They look brand new. And here it is. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, it's heavy. Alright, so let's put it down here. So first up, let's get, dropping everything today, let's get Sylphid. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So here it is. Here is Sylphid on the PlayStation 2. And as you can see, looking inside, these are absolutely mint. So I'm just checking it out on the monitor there so you can see it. Yeah. Absolutely mint condition. Every game in the set was as if it was never being used. I mean, just take a look. The discs are perfect. They've never been used. So I could never be happier. 4,000 yen for all the stuff. So anyway, yeah. In the set I got Sylphid. Alright. We've got Killzone, which is released by Sega in Japan. Interesting. Never played it, but I've heard good things about Killzone, so I'm looking forward to playing that. We have one that I had a while back on the GameCube, but I believe it's better on the PlayStation 2. This is Automod... How the hell do you pronounce that? I'll just go read the Japanese, it's easier. Automodoriesta. Okay. Yeah, it's a cel-shaded action game. Cel-shaded car racing game. And I remember playing this on the GameCube, and I really did like it, so I'm looking forward to checking out the PlayStation 2 version. Then we have another one which I've had in my collection for a while, then sold it, never did play it, but I should play it now. This is Maximo. Yep, originally it was going to be a 3D Ghouls and Ghosts, you may know about that, but in the end they decided not to give it the Ghouls and Ghosts name and call it Maximo. But it's kind of related to Ghouls and Ghosts, to be honest. And yep, looking in, just like Sylphid, absolute mint condition. So happy with that. The boxes are really nice condition too. Then we have another one. This is called Jade Phoenix Burst Tactics. Now it seems to be some sort of mech game where you build your own robot and battle it out. I haven't actually played it yet, but you can see from the video footage that it does look pretty interesting. And it features many different robots which you can make and build up. Let's just take a look at the instructions here, so you can find a nice image of building a robot. Maybe not, but you can see a lot of stats on the screen there. So yeah, I'm not really into these build a robot and battle away type games, but yeah, this one looks fairly decent, so I thought I'd keep it. And it does have some classic, good old 90s anime style pictures in it. Why not? May as well keep it. Came with the set. Okay, and also in the selection was this heap of crap. Sonic the Hedgehog, not Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog. Never played it, never had the desire to play it, but you know, it's in the set, why not keep hold of it and give it a go? I know it's not meant to be that good, but yeah, may as well keep hold of it. And we have another one. This is Shadow of Rome. This is by Capcom, believe it or not. Never heard of it, never played it, obviously. But taking a look at preview videos online, it does look pretty good. I'm sure you'll agree. Now apparently this is made by Capcom. It's not made by a third-party company and licensed Capcom. Apparently Capcom did make this. So the articles I've read make me believe. So I am kind of interested trying this one out. And in fact, I might actually play this one after making this video. Yeah, looking at the back of the box here, it looks pretty cool actually. Yeah, anyway, that's that one. The Shadow of Rome. Alright, and finally in the collection is Spawn. Now I always thought this was going to be a port of the Sega Dreamcast Capcom game, but it's not. It's a completely different game. So I'm really looking forward to playing this. And according to the back of the box, it looks like we've got some comic artwork as well to take a look at. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, again, it's pretty good looking game. This one's actually by Namco, not Capcom, so I guess that's why it's definitely got a port of the Dreamcast game. And finally we have a PlayStation 2. This is a big white PlayStation 2. It is a little bit dirty. Looking at the preview monitor here, you can't see this, but I've got a preview monitor here. It looks nice and white on the camera, but in reality this is a little bit dirty. It's pretty filthy up here, so it does need a clean up. But apparently it's fully working. I've not tried it yet. It came with two PlayStation 2 DualShock controllers. Are they DualShock controllers? Yeah, I think they are. Anyway, it came with two PlayStation 2 controllers, analog cables, and so on. Now, I actually have a white PlayStation 2 Slim, the last model they ever made. So what I'll probably use this one for is running backups and so on, because I've got one of those memory cards that allow you to run backup games and so on, but it doesn't work that well on the PlayStation 2 Slim, and the only thing I use it for on the PlayStation 2 Slim is for forcing it into progressive scan modes for some games. But yeah, for some reason that machine will not play backups, but this one will. I don't think there's anything in the expansion port because the back cover's on there. But anyway, I've yet to try it out, but I've been told it's fully working. So yeah, not bad. All those PlayStation 2 games plus this, 4,000 yen. Definitely a bargain. Alright, now there's one more game which slid off down here somewhere. Where's that gone? Here it is. I was in the store the other day, and when my son, he was picking up some stuff for his Wii, and not Wii, Switch. I always get those mixed up. Anyway, he's picking up something for a Switch, and I saw this out the corner of my eye. Extra bright. And looking at the back, I thought, well, that looks kind of interesting. Looks like some sort of 3D polygon game maker, but obviously it isn't. Upon further investigation, I found out it's basically an on-rail shooter in 3D. It's not the best game out there, but for, you know, that type of game, I mean, I'm kind of into these weird PlayStation 1 games, and yeah, it's not a bad little game, to be honest, and if you do manage to see it, I would recommend picking it up. Don't be expecting a full-on, really good shooter, because it's not going to fill that void. But if you're like, you know, quirky shoot-em-ups, definitely give this one a try. Pretty cool, as you can see from the video up there. Alright, so that is it for my gaming pickups over the last month or so. How about you guys? What have you guys been buying? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's by taking a look at all the images you guys have sent in. So let's take a look.